Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers. It's Luke here. Bournemouth 2, West Ham 2. Any of you that caught the podcast in a week or caught me on Hammers Chat, you would know that I said an away point is something you cannot turn your nose up at. And I tell you what, that was a really, really entertaining game of football I just watched there. You know, two really good attacking teams. Really good result. Obviously, there are some things we take out of the game that will hurt us. But let's start off with the game. Obviously, we went back to the same team that played against Manchester United, and we started very well. We was playing the ball back really, really nicely. Some nice triangle. Yarmolenko was excellent. It looked like he got hurt, didn't it, early on? But obviously, he was able to carry on, and the ball was played over by Anderson to Haller, who wonderful touch the way he brought it down. And then he laid it to Yarmolenko. Still had quite a lot of work to do. He spun Ake and 1-0 to West Ham, and it was really good. And we was looking good for our money at that point. But as the game went on, obviously they started getting a little bit more confident. And obviously the big thing happened, didn't it? Fabianski looked like he's pulled his quad quite badly, to be honest with you. Obviously he needed two people to help him walk off, which could be really, really crucial in our season because obviously Roberto came on and at times he was looking really, really wobbly. You know, some of the saves and some of the kicks were really, really poor. Obviously, they did score, didn't they? So that goal that was sort of ruled back a goal after being ruled offside for Josh King. Obviously, after a long check of VAR, whatever you say, guys, listen, when they go against you, we don't like VAR. When they go for you, you like VAR. And, you know, on this case, it's gone against us, and we were due one to go against us. And, it was 1-1 at half-time. We just didn't start the second half well. We was well asleep. And, obviously, the banker to score against us did score, didn't he, Callum Wilson? And it wasn't great, was it? Again, just fell asleep. Just defence was all over the place. And just really, really poor. And at that point, especially with Roberto in goal, I thought the defence started looking a bit nervous. And in general, the team was looking a little bit nervous. Yarmolenko was still trying to do some magic. Lanzini did come on. He was sparking things up. Yarmolenko was, for me, I don't know what you guys think that are watching live with me. Let me know in the chat. I thought Yarmolenko was amazing today. Really, really was. Tricks, flicks were all coming off today. Obviously, got his goal. He was very close to a second goal as well when he just whistled past the post. Obviously, just before our goal came, a real crucial save, or would you call it a bad miss from Callum Wilson. Harry Wilson played him through. He was clean through on Roberto, and obviously he went to go through Roberto's legs, and it sort of hit Roberto's back leg as it went through his legs. And then literally a couple of seconds later, a couple of minutes perhaps later, we went up the other end. Yarmolenko played Anderson. Anderson laid off. I think it was Anderson. It was Lanzini. Sorry, Lanzini laid it to Cresswell, and Cresswell brought us back into it at 2-2. Legend Gamer, you got lucky it wasn't 4-2. Listen, mate, I think that game could have been 3-3, 4-4. It was a really, really just a great game. Just a really great game in my opinion. In terms of them having a penalty, I don't think that should have been a penalty. I know you've just put that there where you've just said because King should have had a penalty for shirt pulling Naki. Not for me, mate. Not at all. The Ake goal, it was offside, and even if he wasn't offside, the player who was just in front of Roberto was. So for me, that wasn't a goal. But yeah, it was a great game. Listen, it's great to have Bournemouth fans join us here, and I really appreciate you commenting in the live chat. It's great to have you here, mate. Thank you. It's always great to have other opinions, and I wish you a very good season, Bournemouth. But Bournemouth are a club I really, really like. Really, really big fan of Eddie Howe, and I knew we was going to be in for a tough game today. I knew Bournemouth wasn't going to be a walkover. They're a big physical side. They've got some very, very fast players, and very, very good game. At one point when we was winning, we were up into second that went above Man City. But obviously now have to just settle for third. But listen, 7 games in, and 6 of those games since the Man City game, so 6 Premier League games undefeated, is fantastic. Whatever anyone says, and those away points against you, fellas, your away points today, your away point at Brighton to a certain extent. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. That is how you build that season, the home form, and then picking up them points away, and avoiding losing away. That is really, really important. Legend Gamer says, who should have won in your opinion? I think a draw would have been a fair result, and it did end up a draw. I think a draw is a fair result. Like I say, that game could have easily been 3-3. It could have been 4-4. It was just one of those sort of games. It was a very, very entertaining game of football today. Very entertaining game of football. I think it would have been harsh, possibly, for either team to have won that game, in my opinion, because we did have some really good chances towards the end, and you obviously had your sort of little chances in there. Obviously, we go on, guys, to sorry, let me just say, my man of the match for West Ham was Yarmolenko. As I say, I think he was excellent today. He was causing all sorts of mischief for Bournemouth with his tricks and flicks. Declan Rice was very good as well. He was breaking up the midfield the best he could. I think that's the best game I've seen Pablo Fornals play as well. But sometimes, just in general, with the team today, we was just a little bit rushing our play a little bit. Let's just see another one for. Thanks for all the comments. Listen, I read out every single comment that's put in the live chat, as long as it's not swearing or anything like that. Legend Gamer says, "What is your prediction versus Arsenal with Bournemouth?" Listen, teams like Arsenal, and as proven with us last week against Manchester United, they're there for the taking at the minute. And again, I might get dug out here by the Arsenal fans, but in my opinion, without Aubameyang, they are. They're an average side. They're a very average side. I think they're one injury away from being an average side. I really, really do. So I expect you to give them a really good game. Yeah, a draw. And if you play like you did today, you're all good for the win, in my opinion, against them. It's just about keeping Aubameyang quiet. But thanks for all the input you've done today. Harris Jones, why was Roberto in goal? Fabianski got injured, mate. I don't know whether you see it. He took the goal kick, and he just pulled his quad muscle, and it didn't look good at all. As I said earlier, he went off, 2 people holding him, and it's not like Fab to go down. That could be really, really important for us, depending on how long he's actually out for. So, I really hope he's not out for too long. Haller, good performance from him as well. Again, Cresswell, lovely to see Cresswell get another goal. He's really taking his chances, because obviously Masuaku was keeping him out of the team. But well done, Cresswell. We're starting to see the Cresswell we used to see at the Bowling Ground. And long may it continue, and long may this run continue. We play Crystal Palace next, and a game that we should be again looking to win. That they've had I think they won today. I'm not 100%. I can't remember the results off the top of here because they're really fresh, obviously, because this is straight after the game. But a game we should be looking at to win. Obviously, after that, it's Everton, a bit of a bogey team, and then Sheffield United. So the next 3 games, they're there to be picking up some points, and I really hope we do. But yeah, really, really good. Shame we didn't get the win, but a point, and a good point, a very good point, considering, like I say, that Fabianski got injured. There were some of those, like what Legend Gamer touched on earlier. There were some of those ones with a penalty where it could have gone either way. That one that could have gone for them, and it didn't. If it did, that would have been a totally different game. Obviously, the offside goal for them as well. If that would have stood, again, completely different game. But again, if we would have scored, Yarmolenko, when he just brushed one past the post. Anderson right at the end of the first half with the scissor kick as well. There was enough chances for both teams to win that game very, very comfortably. But yeah, a very good point. Thank you, guys. Anyone who's watching live, just short and sweet. Didn't want to go into too much detail. I'm sure you've all watched the game, and I'm sure you're all going to watch it on Match of the Day. Until in the week, guys, when we're back with a podcast, come on, you eyes, keep believing. We're up into third. Let's go.